The group decided it would be nice to get back to nature for a bachelor party. Their serenity, however, was broken by their dog's unusual behavior. She seemed to be trying to get to something, and whatever it was hiding beneath an old abandoned boat. When a group of men set off into the woods, they had no idea what was waiting for them. Among the aforementioned guys was a social media user known as Starting Right Meow, who told his story via Reddit, and his tale began with a party. On October 12, 2012, the Pennsylvania resident recounted how he and his pals went away for a bachelor's weekend. The event, however, was not your stereotypical rowdy get-together. Indeed, the guys decided on a couple of days getting back to nature. To that end, the group opted for an outdoor living break, and the OP took his dog with him. The doggo, a Labrador Coonhound cross, was no doubt ecstatic at the change of scenery. What's more, she turned out to be a valuable addition to the group. The fact whereas all dogs have an excellent sense of smell, coonhounds have famous tracking abilities. It's this very quality that led the OP's dog to make a discovery, one that completely changed the group's plans. Her keen nose detected something. Suddenly, the dog took off into the woods, and the group followed where she led. But she confused the guys when she found nothing but a discarded old boat. However, something was amiss, and the boat wasn't all it appeared to be. Starting Right Meow's Furby paid the discarded boat a lot of attention, which baffled the guys. The dog was running around the boat like crazy, the OP wrote on Imgur. She was whimpering and I couldn't figure out why. As a result, the group went to investigate. They subsequently lifted up the boat and found what interested the dog so much nestling underneath. The abandoned vehicle was acting as a home to a pair of tiny kittens. Starting Right Meow had no idea how his dog would react, so he proceeded cautiously. I was worried for a second, Starting Right Meow informed fellow Redditors. I stayed really close by because I didn't want something bad to happen to the kittens. The OP's worries were unfounded though, and the dog's reaction was the opposite of aggressive. She completely took me by surprise by the way she acted, he recalled. He went on to describe the dog as motherly, and the album's pictures confirm it. The hound was more interested in licking the kittens than eating them. She's the best dog ever, the OP proudly wrote. The kittens were alone, and their mother was nowhere to be seen. They couldn't have been very old, so rather than pick them up straight away, Starting Right Meow chose to monitor the situation. Unfortunately, time was not on the OP's side, and his bachelor break wouldn't last long. The problem with the situation is we were at my camp, he described on Reddit. It's in the middle of nowhere, and we were only there for the weekend. Thus, Starting Right Meow and his friends only had a limited time to look out for Mother Kitty. Despite keeping a vigil for her, though, the guys didn't catch a glimpse of her. I kept an eye out the whole time for her with no luck, the OP explained. Starting Right Meow continued there was no sign of Mama. Furthermore, the friends worried the kittens wouldn't survive the impending winter. The OP said they were feral, and we were worried that they might not make it through the cold winter. What with winter just around the corner, the guys had to make a quick decision as a result. They waited as long as possible, but ultimately the group decided to take the kittens to an animal clinic. Although not everyone online approved, most Redditors offered their emotional support. While kittens benefit from staying with mom for longer, they'll benefit even more by being tamed, one user said. They get vaccinated and provided with a steady supply of food, not to mention vet care for the rest of their lives. Another social media user concurred. The reality of the situation is the kittens needed to be taken inside and get the care they need. Left alone to grow, the kittens will just contribute to the feral cat population anyway, they concluded. But the story doesn't end with the guys leaving with the kittens at the clinic. The veterinarian gave them instructions on how best to look after young cats. Not only did the kittens most likely get saved that day, they also found a forever home. Starting Right Meow explained on Reddit how he couldn't keep the kittens himself. I have my hands full with the dog, he wrote. His friends, however, showed an interest in the little tykes and expressed their intentions. Initially, the OP didn't believe them. I honestly didn't think my friends were serious when they said they would take him in, Starting Right Meow wrote. It turns out they were very serious. My friends who are holding them in the pictures are keeping them. Jokes were made about hitting the karma lottery. It all worked out, and I am happy.